Hello friends, there are many YouTube reviews about Triber by many experts, so I'm not going much with its features and specification. In this video, I am going to review my genuine opinion after 1000 kilometers of driving it regarding its performance on road, efficiency during driving, etc. Many friends suggested me to wait for some time before buying it so as to know more in detail about its long-term performance and its detailed review. The reviews from YouTube really satisfied my search and I feel happy with my purchase. So first of all, thanks to YouTube. Before starting the video, I want to thank and appreciate the efforts of these ambulance drivers who take so much of pain to push the vehicle in this heavy traffic to save a life. So hats off to their efforts. Recently I traveled around 500 kilometers from Trivandrum to Ernakulam. The specialty of this route is that it is though a highway road, but at the same time it has heavy traffic conditions in many places. So I could assess the vehicle in both highway and traffic conditions in terms of fuel efficiency and overall performance. The first point I noticed about Triber is regarding its minimal clutch usage in low speeds in heavy traffic. Usually when we drive any other car in bumper-to-bumper traffic condition, the usage of clutch is more, so we may experience a strain in legs. People with sciatic pain or low back pain struggle a lot by holding the clutch for a long time. In Triber, even when you test drive, in the first drive itself you can experience a slow pickup initially, but actually it becomes a boon in bumper-to-bumper traffic conditions because we don't need to hold the clutch too much, and because of the sluggish nature the car moves slowly without much clutch usage. When you put first gear and release the clutch gently, the car doesn't show a tendency to jump ahead or to accelerate more. It moves slowly like a diesel motor. The utilization of clutch here is very minimal, and even I didn't use clutch in many places. Though some people complained about its slow and sluggish nature, especially if you're looking for a powerful and fast driving experience, you'll be a bit disappointed. But for me, as I mostly look for a comfortable drive, so this car has the advantage in bumper-to-bumper traffic conditions. Maybe the Renault engineers tuned the engine in such a way that the first and second gear gives a slow pace, which feels very planted approach for climbing a hill or moving over elevated or higher slopes. Few days back I tested the car in an elevated and very high slope with 4 adults and 2 kids on board. As said earlier, the car moved very slowly and smoothly with ease in first gear with aircon. I will definitely try again with 7 adults on board in the same place. The second point I noticed is regarding the performance in highway, its overall high-speed performance and overall mileage. And I will also have a tip to share with you to how to improve the fuel efficiency. Its real drivability starts from the third gear. From the third gear we can experience a magical torque on wheels. For example, if we rev the engine a bit harder in the third gear, then later when we shift to fourth and fifth gears, we can see the car running very smoothly in 60 to 70 kilometers per hour with a very good fuel efficiency. So ultimately what I cracked from my experience is the maximum torque in very low RPMs is the key to improve fuel efficiency in Triber. I've been using Maruti cars for the past 20 years, and a very astonishing difference which I felt while comparing both brands, that is Renault and Maruti, is of course we all know that the fuel efficiency of Maruti cars are very good. And in all gears it has a very good torque, but when you drive slow and smooth, you will get a very good fuel efficiency or mileage output because of its lightweight design also. But the story of Renault Triber is very different. You will have to rev the engine well, and only after maintaining a good medium speed, then only you can experience the magical torque, thereby improving the fuel efficiency. If you're going to drive dead slow, then the mileage output will be very low. Maybe that's the reason they have badged energy in the engine. The energy engine which is used in Renault Triber is already proven in European cars like Renault Clio and the Dacia Sandero, etc. The doubt most of the people had was regarding the engine's capacity, whether the car can overtake easily in highway with 7 people on board. Actually, it has a gear shifting instructions. If we precisely shift the gears, then we won't feel much lag, and the engine performs very well. Of course, you cannot compare overtaking with those powerful engines and fast driving cars, but it does a decent job, all I can say. In this 1000 kilometers of drive, it could get around 70 plus mileage in highway and 14 plus in village roads and city traffic conditions, which seems fine for now. And one more thing I want to add is, after buying the car, I changed the wheels to company alloy wheels and filled nitrogen instead of air. But after doing this, what I noticed is the driving experience is more improved. The car seems more lighter to drive than before. I think it may also help to improve the fuel efficiency. The third point is regarding its steering feedback. In many reviews, people complained about its steering wheel, and some said that it is not up to the mark regarding the feedback. But I feel the steering wheel performance is very satisfactory, even though it is light, but it seemed comfortable to maneuver in city driving conditions as well as long drives. And the fourth point is about its tall boy design. Unlike sedans and hatchbacks, one can sit comfortably in a very convenient posture. Many people doubt that if it gives body rolls just like other tall boy design cars, but in Triber, maybe its aerodynamic design helps to minimize the body rolls, and the car seems very planted on roads even in higher speeds. The fifth point is regarding its aircon. It has a very powerful cooling mechanism. The usage of AC doesn't affect the engine performance much, although it has 2 AC coils, one which is placed beneath the co-driver seat that cools the second and third row. This is very rarely seen in the cars in this segment, so it improves the cooling mechanism, but at the same time it doesn't put much load on the engine. And above all, the level of comfort it offers is really top notch. Really, I love the car just because of this reason. Usually in long drives, where I used to take breaks in between to stretch and relax, but this time my drive seemed much relaxed and comfortable. To my surprise, I didn't need any breaks in between and didn't even feel tired. Maybe the sitting posture and the suspension, which is on the stiffer side, helped. Even in bad road conditions, the drive was very comfortable. Recently, we all heard in social media and news that the Indian car market is crashing down badly. But when we keenly observe the present Indian car market trend, we can find a revolutionary change happening. Many international car brands like Kia, Morris Garage are working in Indian markets at present, which is a very positive sign. To compete with luxury cars of high brands, today many high quality cars have been introduced in the economical and low budget segment, which is really very promising for the middle class car buyers like me. Renault Triber is a typical example of value for money. This is one of the key reasons I choose it for my family, and also the Triber's magical space management. Of course, you can't mention it as a powerful and fast driving car category, but it can be categorized as a complete family car. Wish Renault Triber to become people's car in India soon. Thank you for watching.